So how you doing?
I'm good. I'm still not exactly sure what the hell you're waiting on me for before you hit the record button.
It gives me time to get the right button so we don't have a lot of shit to Kenny for screwing up the recording.
Oh, I thought you were waiting for something of substance or a cue or something like that. And I was like, why would...
Not really.
No.
I don't really need a cue. I mean,
No, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, right in the middle of a burp, I would have hit record, but...
I mean, I'm not a...
Hey, Josh, I'm Kenny.
Random Ramblings is the name of this podcast.
Yes, and this is our start-off stick or shit. Goes either way, I guess.
I mean, this one hadn't been as bad as others because
No,
I've settled into...
the fact that I'm taking the title to heart. I'm being random.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, I am.
I have not
Being
given
random.
you the kudos for that. So,
Every once in a while, you got to
well
go
done.
in and get your own shit, man.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you. He's doing this while holding a bottle of water. You got to drink quick.
I
You know,
don't need
try my best to get
chug the
spit
bottle.
take.
No. It's
Well, of course.
too much electrical stuff in here for that.
So, folks, you're going to know when I get the spit take because somebody's going to go... Anyway,
That's true.
that actually would have been better had we videoed it because I did all sorts of body
You
movements
did.
and everything. Yes, I got into character.
Character.
Yes, character.
I don't really think you have to get into character.
No,
You
I'm pretty
are
much
a
me
character.
all the time.
Right.
I am never off.
No,
I'm always on.
Mm-hmm.
I sleep sometimes.
that doesn't change anything.
That's a power down so I can recharge.
So you're a cyborg is what I'm
You
hearing.
lay down and go, "Doo."
So the old adage is $6 million man. How much they pay for you?
20 cents. Whew, I didn't get the. I got the leftover parts. I didn't get squat.
That'll be tree fitty.
Bionic attitude is about yeah, pretty much tree fitty. All I got was a bionic attitude.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, that's what. That was.
Oh.
Now I'm doing.
I'd say you're aging yourself, but you are well on your way.
I'll tell you my age. I'm 42.
I'm gonna let you rethink that. Neither one of those numbers are currently accurate in any form.
No, they're not. But it's only 10 years off. But anyway, actually 9.
Look, that wasn't true either.
Another month or two.
What else have
away.
you been hiding from me?
I'm not hiding anything.
No.
Nothing. I know nothing.
Do you have people that are that have no idea who, this Kenny is? Are there people in your world? It's a genuine question because a lot of us feel like you have to put on a persona or something at work or in a social setting. Or is this the only Kenny you're going to get?
Kind of. I do tone it down from time to time.
Okay.
But this is me. This is my personality. This is just this is how I am. And you may or may not. I mean, you're not young either, so you may not remember when we first met. I had it toned down, and at the radio station one night, I remember your lovely wife coming in. Thanks for the coffee. I remember your lovely wife coming in, and y'all were working on wedding planning, and you motioned over for me to come over, and I was very toned down for meeting. Well, then fiance, now wife, for the first time.
Yes, and I'm not gonna lie, that was awkward for me. I had a hard time asking
when
the opinion.
When
of
I
that
met your
Kenny.
sister, it was like, I don't know who this person is, so I'm just gonna. Which was me for where's my damn invitation, Josh?
Yeah,
invitation, introduction. Yes,
yes. Case, I will readily admit I am horrible at introductions. My wife and I have been around people that she doesn't know, and when the interaction is done, she's like, "So who was that asshole?" And I went, "Oh," or kudos to her. She will walk over, or if we're standing there, she'll reach across and go, "Hi, I'm Sarah." He doesn't ever introduce me. He's not embarrassed. He's just too stupid to think about it.
Life hack: if you're ever talking to somebody and you don't remember their name, life hack: you look at them and go, "This is my wife."
Oh,
Typically, they will immediately stick their hand out and go, "Hi, I'm so and so," and then you're going to be like, damn, I didn't want to talk to him ever again."
That's not really a life hack as much as it is my new shtick.
Yeah, your new shtick. We say shtick too much. maybe not. I don't know.
You know where you can shtick that opinion?
Up your ass, because it ain't going up mine.
That backfired.
Yes.
Badly. That's
yes.
That's all right. So you tone down situationally, but you've never.
There might be. I lay claim to like there's 6 people living in my head. I've never been clinically diagnosed to that. Yeah, I will tone it down. I know. I guess the best way to say it is I know when to watch my language. I know. I will, like, upon meeting someone's wife for the first time, even if it's somebody that I carry on a bunch of shit with all the time.
Sure.
If I meet your wife or girlfriend for the first time, I'm going to cut some of it off. Tone it down, turn the volume down a little bit, so to speak, so that it's a little cleaner before I realize
she's here for that party.
I've got to know, because just because you're good for off-color jokes and a bunch of foul language doesn't mean your spouse, girlfriend, today's date, whatever, is.
Sure.
So, and I try to be very respectful of the ladies,
so chivalry's not dead.
No, not really. I mean, I'm not going to put my coat over a mud puddle. I paid a couple $100 for the thing, but I'll tell you the mud puddle's there.
No, but nobody ever actually did that.
But,
let's just cut the crap. Nobody ever actually did that, and if you did, kudos to you. You don't have whatever platform you're listening to this on.
Right. Exactly.
This podcast isn't
armor's done.
This podcast isn't on 8-track or vinyl.
Excalibur's back in the stone. You can go on about life. But anyway, yeah, I will. And I actually, and there's a little story that goes with this. I've been at my job for a couple of years, not a very long time. And we have, like a lot of people right now, employment issues. So there's new people coming in. So I'm meeting new people. And as you get on like Facebook, Snapchat, all these different social media apps with these new people, and it happens because sometimes we almost have to share cell phone numbers because we end up the opposite sides of the city. We need to communicate.
Absolutely.
So, next thing you know, that turns into, oh, he's got this. Or, so I've met some new guys, some new friends, and one of them's in a, oh, wow, Brain Lock, that's good, bluegrass band. And I kind of associate bluegrass with gospel a lot. And I know that it's not a hand-in-hand thing, but I know that a lot of gospel music is bluegrassy. So
yes, that's very true.
So, got them on the Snapchat, and I love sending out memes. You know that, because you get them consistently.
Yes,
especially
I do.
During your live show. But anyway, you get them consistently.
I can multitask. And most people don't know the difference, so it's a win for me.
Some of them are really R-rated. We'll go there. Some of them are really R-rated.
Some of them are further down the alphabet. Let's just cut the shit, okay?
Possible, yeah. Some of them are extra large. Anyway, some of them are triple extra large. But anyway, so I get a really good one. If it makes me seriously laugh out loud, that's what I'm sending out.
Totally.
So I get a good one, and I'm going through, and I'm going to send this one via Snapchat. So you've got it there. You move to the next spot, and you choose everybody you're sending it to. I pop, and I sat there and I watched everything go up, and I went, oh, shit. Sent it to the bluegrass guy.
Ooh.
Now, he's in his 20s, early 20s, I believe, early to mid-20s. We'll put it there. And I'm like, and just because of the bluegrass band, I'm now scared. Because it's like, great, I'm going to offend the hell out of this guy. This is bad. Well,
I feel like when you said that, my mind traveled momentarily to you rounding a corner at work, and there stands the bluegrass band going,
yeah.
That's exactly where my head went in that moment. It's nowhere near what actually happened.
Yeah,
but in my head, I was thinking,
they opened up those banjo cases and there were shotguns. But anyway, so, blue bloop, whatever the noise is for that particular app, pops up, and I look down and it's got his name on it, and I'm like, well, time to pay the piper. Open it up, and I get the LMAO. And I'm like, whew, thank God.
That was close.
So, and I actually texted him, I'm like, okay, there's more of that where this come from if you like getting jokes. If you don't, tell me now. Oh, I love this stuff. Okay, I'm sick and twisted. Oh, man, dude, you're fine. All right. He hadn't unfriended me yet. And we still talk at work, so
Right.
Luckily,
So
now he knows. Now
right.
he listens to this too, so now he knows what happened. That's going to be an awkward morning. Not really. I'll play that off.
No.
But yeah, that's...
But just so he knows, if you ever need to get under Kenny's skin, have your buddies hanging around one of the sheds and surprise him with the snaps of the West Side Story beatdown.
Nice.
I just can't.
Thanks,
I don't
Josh.
know why in the world my head went there. I don't understand.
I mean, it's okay. It was nice though, because see, I've actually seen his band, and I was going to say in concert, but locally in concert. I went to see his band, so I know what they all look like.
Right.
I'm sitting there. The image in my head doesn't fit West Side though.
No, right. The
ding,
image.
Ding, 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 ding.
Well, there was part of me that balanced on a blend of that and the snapping, and I just don't know. I didn't know the right way to articulate the combo, so I went with the one that would hopefully draw the most wow factor. Because the dueling banjos would have made perfect sense.
When we mail out the albums in 8 tracks, they'll get the story.
That's right.
Get the joke.
That's right.
They'll get the shtick.
4 to 6 weeks.
But yeah, there's a toned down version of Kenny. Yes.
I feel very much the same. It depends on my outlet. I think in my past life, being on the sales side of things, everything was situational. Because it was always yes or no, sir. Then you had some customers that you cut up with, and then there were others where it was like stand up straight, tuck your shirt in, which did that anyway. But just in general, you had that business level. And then my favorite was going in expecting that level of, like, I'm prepping for a high level meeting, wearing my nicer of all work shirts that I hadn't quite gotten all covered in crap for the day yet. And I go in and I sit down and, good morning, how are you? I'm hanging in there. Wait, this isn't, this is a ruse. You're trying to trap me into cutting, laying back and cutting loose a bit. And then you're going to go, God, you unprofessional heathen, and throw me out. And it wasn't. They were just as, man, I hate this stuff. God, I wish I could wear a t-shirt. I mean, just, those people are hidden at all levels.
Now, when I was doing sales, I was also the personality on a radio station. Not the same one he works for.
No.
But I was a personality at another radio station. I also did sales for that radio station. And I went in for a sales call, all professional.
Absolutely.
All dressed up and everything. And it was the first time I was calling on this particular business. And they looked at me and they're like, wait a minute. You're not the same guy that's on the air. I mean, the voice is the same, but you're not the same guy that's on the air. And I'm like, yeah, right. That's me. No, that really is me. And no. The guy on the air is way more fun.
You either send us that guy or get out.
And I'm like, and I finally, I cut it on in a heartbeat. And I'm like, well, if that's the stupid fucker you want.
Right.
And they just looked at me and I'm like, sorry, really shouldn't have said that word. But they lost it. They busted out laughing. They go, well, we know you keep it clean, but we can tell that, and that's who we were expecting to meet. And I'm like, well, here I am. If that's how you want me to come through the door, I'll come through the door with that. And then and on the same respect, I had other people, older business owners, different generation than myself, that they knew it was the same voice. They didn't mind the sense of humor, but they wanted to be serious about their advertising.
Right. No, I get it.
So yeah, I guess it's and it can be exhausting sometimes.
You got to keep a Rolodex of who allows what.
It can be exhausting sometimes, trying to figure out when you're supposed to suppress and when you're not. And it's like, and I tell the guys at work, and every once in a while they have to deal with me coming across as schizophrenic or bipolar. I mean, really, sometimes they really have to deal with several different versions because I'm tired, I don't feel well, I've had a bad week, something horrible's happened, and what is usually always a "how much coffee have you had to drink, Kenny?" kind of conversation of a morning.
Sure.
Sometimes what they get is when they go, "Hey, Kenny, how you doing?" They get, "Rah." And it's like, and then 2 seconds later, it's like, crap, should have said good morning. Well, now I'm sitting over there, like, in a corner, pouting because I didn't say good morning. I don't really feel well, or whatever's bothering me is bothering me. And then everybody's leaving me alone, and that's fine. And then somebody cracks a joke, and bam, Kenny's here.
Right.
And I tie in on that, and I get these looks like, in the hell is wrong with you, dude?
Yeah.
And it happens. And, the other day, kind of went off a little bit. Shouldn't have, but it was a really rough week for me. And in my apology, and yes, I apologize, I actually see it's kind of hard to pretend sometimes.
Sure.
Because I come in with, and I wake up plenty of time before work to wake up. And I do put down about a half a pot of coffee before I get there, and I've got a to-go cup in my hand. But, I usually come in trying to be chipper and happy, and because, I like my job. It's not my dream job. My dream job is just collecting money and sitting on my fat ass. But I think that's everybody's dream job. But anyway, I do enjoy my job, though, and I like the people I work with. And so when I come in, it's not oh, God, I wish I didn't have to work here, blah, blah, blah. I've had jobs where I went in with an attitude all the time. Like,
sure.
Why did I take this job? Why am I working? And why won't that other place call me yet? But this one's not like that. And I really enjoy the people I work around, and we like to have a lot of fun, so my personality kind of fits in.
Right.
And I've been in situations where I've gotten to meet the girlfriends and the wives, and it's like, they've whispered, I told her all about you. Where are you? And I'm like, oh, so she knows I'm a pervert and sick and twisted I love dark humor. Like, yeah, I've told her about her. And fun fact, and he listens, so he's going to get a kick out of this. We had planned to go out, and I get this phone call. Hey, Kenny. Well, hey, dude, how are you? As I'm good. Look, I'm bringing my wife tonight. You can't make any mention about our relationship whatsoever. Okay, that's fine, dude, but, I'm bringing my wife, too, so that means you got to keep your hand off my dick.
You were on speaker.
He lost it.
You were on speaker.
And I'm just very calmly waiting. And I'm very calmly waiting. He's laughing his ass off, and he goes, you just said that in front of my wife. You're on speaker. And I'm like, well, she's about to meet me in an hour, so congratulations. My statement stands.
Of course, there went the ice.
When I come around and met her, she come straight up, introduced herself to my wife, looked me dead square in the face, and goes, thank you. Thank you for what? She's letting me know that there's other crazy idiots out there other than my husband. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. And then she proceeded to tell my wife what happened on the phone. To which my wife just rolled her eyes and went, that's actually calm.
Yeah, that's pretty mild-mannered by comparison.
Yeah. And this guy, there's... yeah, I'll tell it. Anyway, don't let your wife listen to this one, because that story is about to happen. Some of what we do puts us in the public eye. We'll put it that way. And because I'm trying not to tell everybody where I work, but yet give you some background. So,
okay.
And he and I do not work on the same team. We're not in the same department. But they're out and about. They're doing their thing.
Oh, you're talking about that? You're talking about that guy?
Yeah.
Again.
No, not...
Sorry, the way you worded that, I thought you were talking about me, and I'm like, what is my wife? What the heck? We haven't done anything. My wife would have been...
The guy that I was talking about, me and his wife...
I got vain for a second.
And everything. Yeah, you just zoned out, dude.
I did.
But anyway, we're out. We're doing their thing, and they're going through a neighborhood. They're doing some cleaning up from some storm damage or something. So, there's a resident there, and they're gathering some sticks and stuff, and he's like, well, I'll go help them real quick so we can move on down the road, basically. So he goes up to the lady and says, let me help you with that, and conversation starts. Lady starts telling him about a birthmark.
Oh.
And he's kind of just, playing it off. Let's get the bundle of sticks. Let's get on down the road. He didn't make it, dude. She said, you want to see it? And lifted up her nightgown.
Did she give him a chance to answer?
No, the way he told the story, no, she did not. But the nightgown went up, and he got to see everything. All of her business was there on display. To which he had to find a way to very professionally go, I need to leave. To which I think he kind of heaved a little bit and went, I need to leave. He was not in the best part of town. So anyway,
oh God,
he heads. Yeah, now you're getting the idea. So
no!
He takes the bundle of sticks, heads to the truck, everything, gets ready to go. He turns around. He's got a driver with him. Turns around. She goes, "You can see it from this side too." And she bends over and just moons the hell out of him. Again, she's going commando. Yes, people, this shit does really happen in real life. You do not have to turn on some HBO comedy to see it. So, yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't don't want to, nor ever would I be interested in seeing it. How the hell, what birthmark can you see from the front and the back?
I think she just wanted to flash somebody.
I was honestly. Good God, that is one hell. That's not a birthmark. You've been burned.
Based on the area of town that they were in, I think she was either trying to solicit or she just wanted to flash somebody.
Oh my God!
They called me right after all this happened, and of course the two of them are laughing their asses off. So yeah, they got flashed. Got to see everything.
That. Oh, see, I guess that's the. I still can't get my head around the fact. How the hell do you see a birthmark from the front and the back? I'm so stuck on that concept. Like, I don't physically understand. Like, birthmarks are like moles I'm like, good God.
Can't really understand why anybody would want to show a stranger.
No, there's so much to unbox from that. No, there's so many angles of that are probably. Yeah.
And that's what I got, by the way. I got a phone call that was straight up, hey, I just saw some old woman's hooch. Like,
what a great way to start that conversation.
What's going on? And I think I need to go home. Kind of how that went. So, yeah.
Oh, I don't think in all honesty, I feel after that story alone that I have lived a very pedestrian lifestyle. By comparison, like, I don't think I've ever had any of those moments. Not that I want one by any means, by the description of what you're saying to me, but it just.
So no random flashing?
No,
you've never.
No, never
random flashing. Wow,
never.
Poor thing. I think.
I mean, I went to college at a party school, and nothing rolled like that, and I realized. Roughly where you're talking about, and I wouldn't want to have that happen there.
I can promise you that in my government job, makes it sound more glamorous than what it really is. I can promise you that in my dealings with running around the town and the county that we live in and doing what I do for a living, I have seen more personal business than I need to. People don't know when to shut doors. People don't know when to pull their pants up. There are people that don't know how to tie a robe. And some people apparently just don't care.
Also, I saw, and I don't own a robe, so I wouldn't know whether it's true or not. Somebody tried to do a life hack for a robe where, like, the whole strap that goes all the way around, that's not actually how that's supposed to go. It actually goes through the loop on each side. Like, you start at your midsection.
There's belt loops on the...
Yeah, but you only use the first two and bring it back on itself and tie.
Oh, really?
I've seen that somewhere, and I'm just like, that makes a lot more sense, and it takes a heck of a lot more effort to untie it because you have so much hanging out on the other side of the knot.
They didn't take it off.
Huh?
They didn't take it off because now you have to unloop it to take the damn thing off.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I reckon you could take it off your shoulders and step out of it.
Over
We're
going
to put too much time into this.
I wasn't trying to get into the robe. I was thinking of ways to prevent, not.
I don't think he was trying to get into the robe either, but anyway.
But if this lady had chosen to tie it as per that TikTok life hack.
Pretty certain that she chose to show her hooch off. He's having a hard time, folks. He's lived a sheltered life. He really has.
You don't think you do. Like, you feel like, oh, okay, yeah, no. No, there's so many things.
Oh, dude, I've been to concerts where there's more stuff hanging out than covered up.
I guess the tenacity of that moment. I get it in a concert format because I've been to concerts. I have seen things at concerts.
See, he gets it in a concert format. I'm sitting over looking at someone's tits, and I'm like, why would you take your shirt off now?
But that's the thing. Like, there's an atmosphere. I don't want to say there's a time and place because that's a totally different ethics argument. But you at a concert, inhibitions are at a different level. Who knows what's been consumed recreationally? It's a recreational event. Not when you go out to get the paper and go, boom, what's up, neighbor? Like, how would Mr. Rogers have handled that?
I think
Not
that
well.
particular what you're talking about is actually a stick for comedy, and I think every comedy show on the planet's done it at least once, where somebody's been over to get the newspaper and a cold breeze or whatever locked it. I think the favored one is they're gonna run out real quick in the nude and get the paper real quick, and they get locked out of the house or locked out of the hotel room, or whatever. I think several shows has done that.
Oh, I'm sure. That's the old comedy
I
gold.
did at the beach one time. I did catch a guy that lost his trousers trunks, trousers. Where the hell did that word come from? Whew, here you go, 1950. You can have your word back. But anyway, a guy lost his trunks. Board surfing. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's easy to do, by the way.
Yeah.
In the ocean. And he had a couple of goofball friends, so it'd kind of be like me and you helping a guy out.
Oh God!
And we're walking in one direction. They're walking toward us, and there's a board in front of him and a board behind him. So we're talking about the little wakeboards.
Yes.
And his hand is on the one in front, and he's got one hand behind him, and he's got two friends, one male, one female, walking very, very close to him, and both of them look like they have a hand behind him.
Okay.
So the closer I get, the more I realized by the sheepish look on his face, he was naked.
Ah, yes.
So in seeing the wakeboards made me know exactly what happened. He come down, he's in the wake, he's lost his shorts have gone out with the tide, because there is no turning around and grabbing them real quick in the ocean.
Not necessarily.
So
no.
his friends are helping to cover him up. They are also giggling uncontrollably.
There it is.
So I am pretty certain, based by where he had his hands, they've already removed the boards once. So they get close enough for me to realize I'm right, and which I saw nothing other than the male friend jerk at one of the wakeboards.
Just to mess with him.
I saw nobody's anything, but I did realize I did have enough. I knew he was naked, and he's just, eyes squinched as hard as they can. You can tell he's holding on to these things for everything he's got. And I lost it and started laughing. Well, the harder I laughed, the more his friends laughed. And then it's like they ended up having to stop for a minute because he was about to be exposed on the beach because nobody could handle it. And of course, me, and we've already had this discussion, I sometimes do not know when to quit. I'm like, dude, if I had a towel, I'd give it to you. And I just kept right on getting it. But it was freaking hilarious. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. Because I wouldn't trust two of my friends to cover me up. I'd still be waist deep in water waiting for somebody to bring me a towel.
Yeah.
Bet you he doesn't go out wakeboarding whatever ever again without a towel.
Or
or tying that string as tight as it can tie.
Or
by
a
the way,
second
guys,
layer.
there's a string in there for a reason.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Never
why that's ever
not
a
tie
question.
it.
No, or either that, or I'll hang out in the water, keep the boards around me, while one of you goes to the one of 400 surf shops and gets me a new pair of
100%
trunks.
not trust you. You specifically would not trust you to hold that wakeboard.
No.
Don't give me that look. I wouldn't trust you whatsoever to
Nope.
hold that wakeboard.
Can't contain myself.
Because you'd be the one that'd be like, oh, the sun's bright.
Yeah.
And there I'd be with everything just bobbing around. No, absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
I promise you I'd still be in the ocean waiting for a towel.
Yes. A towel that I'm probably sure I would get about 15 feet from you and hope the tide carried the rest of it.
No kidding.
Like, all right, it's close enough.
Yeah, just toss it.
Shit, I would dip it in the water so it would have enough weight to get to you without floating in the air. Dip. I mean, it's going to be wet coming out anyway. Who cares?
Really. But
yeah, no, that's
an awful lot of trust.
that is a fear. I think that's a deep down fear that I have that I don't necessarily think is always substantiated. Public nudity scares the hell out of me. Like, not at all. No thanks. Like that, if I were to dream, we all dream, but for those that don't use CPAPs, CPAP sleep is as close to dead sleep as you're going to get. You don't have that many dreams. You don't have, at least for me, it is deep enough into sleep that I don't have dreams.
I actually have nights to which I think that's all I do is dream.
See, I don't have
And then
anything.
I have nights that I can feel my eyes close and then I wake up.
I have the on off switch.
Really?
Every time. Click, click. Every night is an on off switch. The only time I will dream like that is when I'm sick. Because your mind goes into that state of deliriousness. Anybody who's ever... We've all been sick at one point or another. But you all know what I'm talking about. That delusional, don't know if I'm sick, don't know if I'm asleep, don't know if I'm awake, delusional sick sleep. I dream very heavily in those moments, and the world just seems like it's moving at like 2 frames per second. Everything is slow-mo.
Wow.
But normally outside of that, light switch. It's on, it's off, on, it's off. There's never a, I woke up with a pleasant dream of puppies and little cuddly Nope. It's...
Oh, no, my dreams are never normal.
Well, I never...
Of course, neither am I, so...
Dreams aren't meant to be normal, but that's... Expect. I'm just saying I don't have...
You just don't have a regular diet of dreams.
No, it's not my thing. So
psycho.
What?
Huh?
No.
What?
No, that doesn't make me psycho.
Who said that?
You. There are 2 microphones in this room. That joke only works in large groups.
Lamp. So how do you know it was me?
My great aunt didn't sound like that. My great aunt doesn't. Now,
having a hard time with tense?
Well,
he's tense over tense.
It depends on your form of the afterlife, and I do not think you are a reincarnation of her. Because that's not... No, she was a good Lutheran woman, and that's not a... No, not you. Not that you wouldn't be a good Lutheran or anything. I'm just...
Wow.
Oh... This is one of those moments
I think
where
I've been insulted, but I'm not real sure. That's the problem.
I'm sorry. I did not realize how important it was to you to be a good Lutheran woman. I'm sorry that I'm not running around flashing my boobs at anybody. So does that start? I mean, is that a good start? Oh my God!
You want to see them?
No. I've seen the vortex that is your belly button. I think we're good.
I wore an undershirt this time.
I am very.
But I actually wore a shirt that wasn't brand new. This one's like old and a little too big. But y'all really didn't need to know all that. No, I would. I don't know that I'd make a good Lutheran anything, but unless it's a type of coleslaw for a dog, I don't know. Hot dog, not just a dog. Dog.
I don't understand the Lutheran side of that.
I don't know. I was making a recipe joke, and used a church denomination. Isn't that special?
Now I get that reference. My Saturday Night Live folks will appreciate that reference. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, I can't.
You know why there's an awful lot of praying at a Baptist like social gathering?
Oh God.
You know why they pray for like 20 minutes or what feels like 2 hours?
This is gonna be dangerous. No, Kenny. Why?
So the center of the casserole will cool.
Are those New Balances?
I don't know.
Are those New Balances?
No, I don't know.
Okay,
because take them off because it might fill the room.
No,
you're changing the subject just bit.
No, I just wanted to know if you wore New Balances for that dad joke.
That one was corny as all get out, but I had to, man, because why not? I had an intro for it.
I'm not knocking it. I just want to make sure you wore your New Balances for the dad joke
either. Yeah, I love a good dad joke.
I know.
Like I love a good dad joke.
It's not that I don't like them. I'm glad that I now have the permission slip, the driver's license, or whatever other form of ID you need to actually make them at will.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. I'm new to that club. Unfortunately, my daughter's not old enough to appreciate them or be embarrassed by them yet, so I'm saving them.
My daughter's too much like me to be embarrassed by them.
Well,
so, I'm going to get a phone call from her after she hears this. So who saw the hooch? And that's pretty much how that question's going to go.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Oh, it was great. You know, I'm not going to really say every parent looks forward to it, but there's milestones. Yes. As you raise your child, and
oh God, do we know the milestones? Baby books because a tough trend.
Because I'm a social drinker. We had to pause for everybody to finish laughing.
How many stories start that way?
I don't know.
Because I'm a social drinker.
Because I we'll just go with it because I enjoy beer. when my daughter hit 21, it was a big deal. I was going to get to have a drink with her. Now, no, people, I'm not stupid. All right, that's enough pause. I'm watching the waveform. I got to make sure people pause so they can laugh when I say stupid stuff like, no, I'm not stupid. But anyway,
I was just going to let you have this.
We made it to 21, and it's like time for a drink. So I look at her, no, she's in college, a private school on top of that. So no, she's already had a drink. So I look at her, you like beer? No. Okay. So I go to the liquor cabinet, and I do not drink a lot of liquor, but I do have a favorite or two, and I like to keep it on hand for that occasion.
Sure.
So, and I prefer to do shots or drink it on the rocks, over ice, whatever, straight up. I don't like to mix it with sodas. So I go out there with my shot glass and let me teach you how to do a shot. Put a lid, but like maybe a half a shot glass. Hand her the shot glass. I said, now you're gonna exhale. Next thing I know, she's throwing that thing back and go, that's it. I went, wow, just way to take away my dad moment.
Oh no! See,
and she looked at me and she goes, well, fill it up and we'll do it again. I'm like, well, I can't teach you how to take a shot when you can do one better than I can.
I think my favorite part of that is you're upset that you didn't get your dad moment, where in all actuality, you're more upset that she outdrank you.
Yes, actually.
I'm just saying, I feel like that's probably the bigger rub for you, is not the fact that you didn't get this teaching moment. It's the fact that you could have learned from her.
Yeah, that would be it in a nutshell, but, we didn't have to call me out on that.
Oh, no. Yeah, don't come to this house. Don't come to this party and not expect that.
Oh, really?
No. No. Would you have given me the slightest hint of freedom?
I would not have.
Thank you.
And I would have waited for you to drink.
Absolutely. Well, that isn't going to happen. You'd been waiting a while. But
it's just not that water.
Oh.
I ain't going to try to make you spit alcohol. That's alcohol abuse.
That's wasted money.
So that's
technically
abuse.
The water's the wasted money too, but not in the same vein. You're not, only certain people will be offended if I spit out water.
None of us ever start a joke out or a story out with, I'm a social drinker.
Yeah. That's one thing I'll never have to say. Technically it's true though.
You socially drink water?
It's technically drinking.
Well, if you're socializing, I reckon it happens.
That's true. See?
But
we're a lot alike.
Wow.
That was my reach.
It went further than other things.
That's what she said.
I'm sure she did. Still waiting.
Are we 10 plus episodes before the first? That's what she said. Have we made?
No, we've done that. No, I'm here. I've been here for all the episodes. We've done that's what she said jokes.
I don't remember how many we've done.
Well,
it's really not a constant
we need a
thing.
chalkboard, because at one time we were counting how many times we were referencing the fictitious site. At one point we said we should keep track of the that's what she said jokes, but we didn't do it.
I just don't remember how many. I can't place them. But I'm
don't
getting
go back
older.
and listen to all of them now.
I've already listened to them.
If you're just starting, by the way, hey, if you're listening and you're just starting on this episode, there's a lot of others.
There are more than 10 now.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow. We've made it to the big 10.
Yes. We are working our way towards closing in on the big 20.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
We ain't got kicked off anything yet?
I don't get those reports till the end of the month.
This is possible. We're the only ones that's ever going to hear this.
That's correct. And if not, I will be so sad for you guys, because this is great.
Yeah, this one actually.
The others, pretty suspect. This was pretty solid.
Yeah.
Except for barbershops. Barbershops was solid across the board.
That one was solid across the board. I don't know. We got the whole life lessons one was pretty good. It was just
wasn't
more
barbershop
tame.
in that one?
No.
Or was that? No, that was after.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. The rant was
fun.
Every
once in a while, folks, we do one, and we're really proud of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And we high-five there. There's only 2 of us in this room. We do the whole high-five, and yes, I.
Yeah, we made a big show of it. There's an audience, and I'm like, nope, just us.
Yeah, it's almost like curtain call. Hell yeah, we got that one.
Yeah. I did want to kind of mention something that you, or kind of touch on something.
This one's
going
to be titled "Hooch and Dad Moments."
Yeah, God, and not the prison liquor either.
I'm sure there's a prison liquor somewhere. Window liquor, prison liquor.
Oh, so I wouldn't be the. It's your fault. You're the one who keeps on. No. You were talking earlier about dream jobs. You were talking about sitting on your ass making money as a dream job. Honestly, though,
not going to happen as a prison liquor.
No, it will not. But if you're being completely honest with yourself, would you rather sit at home and just have your bank account automatically fill up, or would you still go out and do a job? But because it's just fun to you and you have the freedom to go, I'm out.
You don't understand. I actually am looking for, and I'm preparing. I still got a few years to go, but I'm looking for my retirement job.
Well, that's what I
I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna be good at just sit. And I know I'm not gonna sit around and play solitaire on the computer for the rest of my life. My brain is way too active. Now, yeah, I can go on vacation and I can sit for hours at a time and have conversations like this,
right?
And listen to music. But the music alone keeps your brain active for me anyway, because I'm singing along, I'm head bopping, whatever.
Sure.
So my brain's active. But what I would really like in retirement is to work 3 days a week and have the other 4 to go goof off if I want to. But I think for me, have to go do something. Because everybody's like, oh, well, you can do a hobby. Just work on a yard. Grow a garden. Okay, but honestly, all of us, if we're not told to be there at 8, we'll get out there around about 10:30. And I don't want to. I don't want to just. I don't know. I just don't want to be that. I want something to do, and I'm hoping it's something that I can maybe own. And it doesn't have to make me a millionaire. I just want to be able to work like Tuesday through Wednesday and have Friday through Monday to go play.
Right.
Whether it be a camping trip or, a day trip on Saturday or, I don't know. I'm waiting most of my life to take up fishing. I ain't got the patience for that shit. But,
It depends on the fishing, though. Because there's so many
different... you don't understand. Cast, reel it in. Where's the damn fish? I'm going home.
That's
what's going to happen with me.
I'm not an avid fisherman, so don't take that as a ooh. What do you mean you don't know? I am by no means an avid fisherman. And however,
I'm also actually looking at hobbies,
like
to help. Yeah, I'm trying. It's weird to think about it, maybe, but I'm looking at what is something that looks like it might be fun that I can put some effort into learning now. And then there it is where I can perfect it later.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's a whole different level of retirement planning.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like I doubt I'm ever going to be able to just live on what I've saved, especially with the way things keep going upward. But and it's not all about the intake of money. So if I could find a job. And it's going to have to be based on bills. So, if I've got X number of bills, need a job that can cover that and have some fun money. But I had also figured, well, if you only want to work 3 days a week, what are you going to do with the other 4?
Right.
Because unless I do hit the lottery, which I don't play, or Chris Hemsworth pops up with that check, I mean, it's like I've got to have something else to do with those other 4 days.
Sure.
I've met a lot of full-time campers. Sounds like fun. I think after about a month, I'd be tired of being away from everybody. And I guess one day I might be a granddad, and I don't want to be 10 hours down the road on a 3-month camping trip when Junior is taking their first steps or whatever. But
sure,
I'd like to stay occupied.
Okay.
Maybe I should have not taken 30 minutes to answer that question. But
well, technically you didn't answer the question anyway. So that's
screw you.
No.
I do that on purpose too, by the way,
negative?
people. What?
It didn't have to be negative.
That was
you
Steve.
took it
That
in a
wasn't
different. You took it in a different angle.
No, that was Steve. Steve takes over for that shit.
You say that like you don't even need me sitting here anymore. You and Steve just got this?
No.
Or does your other persona, Chuck,
I'm not
come out
real
to play?
sure if I could do the ventriloquism thing. Can't even say the word. Where I have to be multiple characters.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind blaming my smart-ass remarks on somebody else. But
Well, it sounds like you have a new hobby. You're
don't
welcome.
think... no. Could you imagine me trying to... What if I'd pulled a "that's what she said" joke at the right time? Everybody be laughing. Me, the puppet. And I talk with my hands. Damn puppet be flying out in the audience somewhere.
That's true. That's true. Maybe you could be Chris Hemsworth puppet.
But there's somebody I'd like to meet. Peanut. Yes, I know what I just said. And I know where you're going to go with that. But wouldn't you like just once hang out with Peanut?
I feel like Peanut's at another level than me. Like Peanut, when he does his "What's Good" shtick.
Hey, Jeffafa,
we
would like to meet Peanut.
Yeah. You just shut up and sit there. We just want to hang out with Peanut.
We just want to hang out with Peanut.
I feel like at some point or another, something inappropriate's happened with one of those puppets. Don't get me wrong, love his comedy. I'm sure he is a great guy. He's a family man. He's got kids, yada, yada, yada. But at some point, someone in his inner circle, whether that's family, himself, managers, whoever, somebody's done something inappropriate with one of them puppets. Guarantee it. Almost bet a paycheck on it. Whether he knows it or not is a completely different story.
I think his Chihuahua's gone after one or two.
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
I know, but
that's not what I meant, and you know
it. I had to
it.
take it somewhere.
I'm just saying.
This whole podcast started out dirty, so why not just keep it there for a little while? In a world.
Did it?
Kind of, maybe. I don't know. That's been a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it has.
Yes. You don't remember already? You don't remember?
We've talked about this. We've talked about this. If the pizza box weren't still sitting there, I wouldn't know what I've had for lunch.
Oh, God.
There's my reminder sitting right over there.
We eat pizza a lot, folks.
We do. And I don't mind it. No calories.
No, 0 calories for pizza. By the way, we're not the health department. Do not take our word for that.
I mean,
why do I lean into the mic and say that in a semi-different voice?
Because it changes the waveform.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. I sit over here. Y'all don't understand. I sit over here and watch the recording device. Yeah. I sit over here and I watch the recording device, and then he'll say something, and I'll look at him, and he's like, "What the fuck? We've made eye contact. I don't know how to handle this."
Right. You truly know somebody the moment you make eye contact.
I have
with
stared
them.
at everything hanging on the wall behind him. Cannot tell you what any of it is, but it's all Raven stuff.
It is.
Hey, he'd like to meet y'all too, just like the whole team. No one
I wouldn't hate
individual
it.
person.
I wouldn't hate it.
But
then again, I'm a fan. That helps. If I wasn't a fan, it wouldn't be as interesting.
Probably not.
No.
My guess is I would sit in here.
Like,
I can see how that would go now with me. So you guys are the who? Oh, that's wow. Any of you on that picture?
This room is also not large enough for the entire team.
Oh,
this room's not large enough for the offense.
We can have a special and talk to them one at a time. Well, there's two other chairs, 2 at a time.
We could do 2 at a time. But still,
don't say it like that ever again.
You started it. You started down this road.
We could talk to 2 of them at a time, not doing 2 of them at a time.
I mean, they make paychecks too.
Yeah, well, they better come in with cash.
I mean, the dollar.
I already found out, thanks to the colonoscopy, I'm not worth as much as I thought I was. So, and it only took me 50 minutes to figure out how to work that into a podcast.
You've been waiting this whole time to shove your ass into it.
I have been steering this entire podcast to the point.
It's all been a
because
ploy.
You laughed so hard when I said it earlier. He made a joke at me earlier, off air as he calls it, but we weren't recording, and he made this joke about Chris Hemsworth and the huge check and whatever. Anyway, he said, you can offer up that tight ass. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not can't offer anything virgin. I've had a colonoscopy.
he couldn't make it up the steps laughing at me.
Nope.
So now, I get here tonight, and it's like I've got to figure out how to throw that back at him.
I am at a complete loss. See, the difference is, remember, folks, we do this once a week, which means he has had all week to build this entire plot to bring it to fruition to where it's, I'm going to talk about my butt some more. Like, I don't get it. Like, all of this time to get you to a colonoscopy, and all you've done is devalue yourself because of it. You didn't even go, my doctor said I was clean as a whistle. Like, you could have been like, hey, this is prime real estate. But you didn't. You were like, nope, I'm not worth what I thought I was.
Every once in a while, the jokes have got to be a little cheeky.
Oh, stop. If that's where we're going, just hit the button. We will see you guys next week. My goodness.
Not hitting the button.
Hit the button.
Not hitting the button.
Fine.